Okay, so I'm just a music guy, I guess.
Create devices that can project themselves in our image that can only look like.
Alright, get ready, folks. This is gonna be something, this is pretty serious. Alright. What we got here, this is a Bendini circuit inside of this box, okay? Now, the power input to the box is coming from this transformer right here, okay? And it's putting 12 volts in, and on the output side, it's going to this this cell. This is a tubular cell with an inner tube and an outer tube as a anode and a cathode. Now, I have the scope attached to it, and the signal that's coming out of it, you're gonna see it. Okay, that's what this trace here is. Okay, not the AC wave. We'll get to that in just a second. Now that particular wave there, I have it set to 0.2 volts at 1 millisecond. Okay, so that means 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4.5 times 0.2 volts. You do the math. It's not that much. It's about maybe 3.5 volts. Maybe I'm seeing there. I could be wrong. I'm not an expert here. Okay, but what's really interesting is that AC wave that you see. That AC wave, in fact, and let me turn this light off. Now, if you'll look at that AC wave, I don't know if you can see that little spike in it. You can see it happening about right here and over here. Okay? The thing about that AC wave is this. Now, this particular setup has been running now. I started off with just tap water, okay? And after 48 hours of running off of this output, this is what it looks like, okay? Now, I'm looking at this stuff under the microscope and lots of different things, and I really just don't know what it is, you know? So, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and do another cell. But this one's just doing so good, I just really don't want to stop it at the moment. But the next thing I'm going to go with put some distilled water here instead of the tap. Which tap water's fine. There's nothing wrong with what's happening over here. In fact, this is beautiful. Now, in 48 hours, on the outside, it's 71 degrees. That's about the room temperature in here, okay? On the inside, it's at 63, 61, 63, 61, 63 degrees, okay? So it's colder inside of that. And all of that energy that comes out of the output from the Bendini, the charging side, is going into here, okay? This is a simple magnet setup, okay? I've just got bar magnets on here, and I believe I have 12 of them on there, okay? I'm using 2 VCR motors on each side. Well, the bearings out of it anyway. The motor's not functioning in any way, shape, or form. But they're really good bearings. I've always said that. And I've just got this hot glued to this just to hold it. Now, the thing is, oh, by the way, there's my little torch I've been working on. It's pretty neat. I got it in there, that plate cell. But pretty cool. Anyway, so this is the power source, okay? Now it's plugged into this drop cord, okay? And this plug right here, this plug is going, okay, it's feeding up through, you see it here? It's right here. Okay, it's feeding right here, okay? And that yellow and that green lead is hooked to the power output from this drop cord, okay? Separate from this transformer. This is on the other side. It's just should be just another connection, right? Now, over here, here's my probe, and if you'll look, it's on times 10, okay? See that? Times 10. I'm going to go to times 1 and show you what happens. Okay? Look. Times 1. Off the scope. Times 10. We can measure that. Okay? Here, you see I'm at 5 volts per division. Okay? Now, at 5 volts per division, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? So 7 times 5 is 35, right? Times 10. What is that? How much is that? Anybody know? 350. 350. Okay? Well, where is the 350 going? Now, over here, where this is spinning, I'm going to look at the scope and I'm going to put my finger right here where it's spinning and slow it down a little bit so that you can see what happens, okay? Go back over here to the 350 and watch this. Oh, wait a minute, we're going back the other direction. Let me take my thumb back off of it. Now let's watch what happens. Wait for it. Here it comes. Oh. Now push it back out, baby. Push it out. Push it out. Yeah. Push that power back to those people. So, I hope you're learning something. I know I sure am. I've been trying to verify this for quite some time, and I'm going to slow it down again. Why don't you check this out again, okay? I know, it's just, I'm going to just put my thumb right here, okay? Remember, this isn't connected to this. See, it went back in the other direction. I'm going to take my thumb off. Oh, and go back the other direction. That means, what does that mean? It means that it's pushing power, big time power, AC power, back out. Back out. Back out. Okay? I've been looking at the meter a whole lot. This is real. Okay? Most of you should have this. It only requires a couple of things. It requires, well, if you want to do it just like me, you can use bar magnets, ceramic type. I haven't even tried Neos or anything. I don't even know if they'll work, but I know these work. Regular tap water, regular cell, and just let the grime build, because for some reason it has that grime and everything built up in there. And the funny thing is there's a section of this stuff that goes to the top, and then at the bottom, you're gonna have to do this to see it, because I don't think the camera. Let me set the camera down. there's a heavier stuff. It goes to the bottom. That's heavy. It's heavy enough to go down. You see how much of it there is? It's built up quite a bit there. And when you look at it, and especially up here, along the edges, along the sides and that, it looks like strata. Like you'd see strata in rock formations. You know? You know, we're dealing with electricity and water here, and you know, earth and everything. You know, are we making dirt? Is that dirt? I mean, is this creation happening here? I mean, I really don't know. I'm speculating, but and is this thing replicating? That's the other question, because you know, I mean, we might be making some dirt, but what's that heavy stuff? I mean, what could possibly be inside of that water that it could replicate that would be heavy enough to sit on the bottom? And by the way, if you can't see it, it's gray. It's all gray. I mean, could that be stainless steel? Could it be replicating the stainless steel because we've got stainless steel inside of there? I don't know. Now, I've heard rumors about this stuff, but really, I really don't care what's in there. I really don't care. Not really too much, except for, you know. So, I'll be showing you guys the bill when it comes in. But you guys need to think about this stuff, because this is important. Now, I seen a kid the other day on YouTube. I don't know if y'all have seen this yet, but he did the cold fusion experiment. And if you haven't tried this yet, you got to. It's amazing. I can't do it right now because I had to borrow a friend's Variac to do it. You got to have a high wattage amperage Variac to do it. But the way it works is you take a wire mesh stainless steel grid and take a tungsten welding rod or electrode, okay? Put it down in there in the middle between the mesh, and slowly turn, and you have to put electrolyte in there, okay? And you slowly turn the power up, and then plasma starts arcing inside of there, and then eventually when the hydrogen fuses together and makes helium, the reaction calms down, the amperage drops, and it's amazing. I'll have to find a link to that kid. It was a 16, 17 year old looking kid I seen on YouTube do this, okay? So I think anybody should be able to replicate it. But as this thing has run, when I first started running it, those little spikes were not in the wave to begin with, and this on the output side of the circuit was only 3 gradicules. Now it's at 4.5, almost 5. So this has been climbing. So there it is, folks.